Why is the cat staring at me? The cat just stared at us and we didn't do nothing? What the heck?
Such horrid dreams.
She thinks it was a nightmare? Oh, heck no.
Bolted from the inside, just as I left it last night. As I suspected, I must have dreamt of that wretched-looking cat.
And she had
I
the
must
door
say
locked.
I'm relieved. Right then. Let's see if I can track down the elusive Leonard's shoulder. I'm rather anxious to get to this Barrow. I also wonder what happened to Mr. Tillett.
Alright, let's go.
Good morning, Miss Bateman.
What are,
Good day, Stanley.
What are we talking about today, Stanley?
Did you sleep well, Miss Bateman?
Not really.
I'm
I have
talking
the
about
rather
nightmare.
queer recollection of a cat entering my room last night.
A cat, you say?
Yes, an odd-looking grey one. I must have been dreaming, as I locked the door and windows before I went to sleep. I saw a similar cat in the lavatories while searching for Mr. Tillett.
Ah, Herbert. Oh, he's a harmless thing. He comes in now and then searching for scraps.
There's a
Indeed.
cat in there?
Seeing him in the lavatories must have conjured up the strange dream.
The mind is capable of manifesting frightful things, Miss Bateman.
Oh, hell no.
I'm happy to report the rain of yesterday
You guys
has
covering
lifted.
up for the cat?
It's a clear morning outside. Crisp. I've prepared a room for your assistant. What time will he be arriving today?
We don't
His
know.
train will get in around midday. Kenneth will also be bringing my excavation equipment.
Oh, aye. What does that entail?
Picks, shovels, buckets, lighting and such. He usually packs it in a large crate. Come to think of it, I'll need somewhere to store it.
You're welcome to use the alley behind the inn for any such bulky items.
Bro, that stuff's gonna get stolen. I'm gonna
Is it
ask
safe
if
to
they
do such
that.
a thing?
I don't think
I
so.
can assure you the local folk are not thieves, Miss Bateman.
That's not what I...
Now, say nothing more of it.
Thank you, Stanley.
I'll let you get on with your day.
I'll be back with my assistant when he arrives.
Miss Bateman,
Yes?
I've something I wish to get off my chest, as it were.
Okay. Talk to me, Stanley.
I've been tossing and turning all night, Miss Bateman. I feel rotten, I really do.
What on earth are you talking about?
As you know, I like to run an honest establishment. And well, I have not been honest with you, lass. I do know of Hobbs Barrow.
Hmm?
You do?
I do. Many here do. There are stories tied to that place, you know. If I've learned anything in this life, it's that some stones are best left unturned.
Oh, snaps. So he does know
Old
that.
Leonard's shoulder is someone to be wary of too. I can't tell you what to do, lass, but you'd best avoid him.
Alright.
Why
should
must
we
I be
have
wary of
avoid him?
Mr. Shoulder?
Yeah.
The man has a certain reputation.
For what?
You've seen it already. Were he here to meet you last night?
No.
Precisely. A man not to be trusted.
Oh, snaps. So we shouldn't trust him. Yo, what up, Quasi? Welcome stream, Quasi. Hope you're doing well. It's a new game, Quasi, just came out. It's a point and click game, and
Where does
Supposed to
Mr.
be
Shoulder
spooky.
live?
I
It just came
can't
out
say
today.
for sure. As I think I told you last night, he's a quiet man and keeps to himself. He only comes in here to collect his post. Leads me to believe he lives a fair distance away. Certainly not in the village itself.
was that the guy we were following last night?
Might someone around Bewley be able to help me find him?
You could ask around. As I say, lass, Bewley folk mean well. Don't forget that.
So I'm starting to think maybe that's the guy who
Why
we were-
lie to me about
was
Hobbs
tracing.
Barrow?
I know, lass, I know. I feel dreadful.
I don't know why
But
he would
why?
lie.
What are these stories you speak of?
I really can't tell you more. If you insist on visiting that place, you'll have to seek out Mr. Shoulder. He brought you here. He should be the one to tell you.
Oh, hell no.
I must say, Mr. Kemp, this is all quite puzzling. I've never let local superstitions stop me in the past. I pride myself on being a woman of logic and reason. I've no time to waste on such matters.
As I say, seek out Mr. Shoulder. He can tell you more.
Where is Hobbs Barrow?
Let's know
I
where this
don't
place
know.
is first.
I say that on my mother's grave, Miss Bateman.
I now find that hard to believe.
The moors are vast, lass. I'd tend not to go wandering out there. A grown man could lose himself and not be seen again.
I shall return later.
Good day to you, lass.
Alright, so let's go see if we can find him then. So nobody knows where the place is at.
It seems I may be fighting a battle against some sort of local superstition. Is there a single barrow in England that doesn't have some ghastly tale attached to it? Hogwash. All of it. I've a few hours until Kenneth arrives. I should use this time to find Mr. Shoulder.
That's this guy over here. Oh, we unlocked the map. Nice. Where should I go? Railway station building. Let's go to the village square. Oh no, not the door, not the door, not the door! I didn't want to knock on the door. I want to go talk to this
I don't
lady.
think anyone is home.
I want to talk to this lady, see if she
Good day.
knows.
Hello, miss.
Let's ask her if she knows where Leonard's Shoulder is at.
Do you know a man named Leonard Shoulder?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes.
My name is Thomasina. What's yours?
Betty.
Nice to meet you, Betty.
Why did Betty sound upset?
What are you
Not
up
talking
to?
her.
My brother is practicing his sword fighting technique. I'm to watch him until he tires himself out.
I'm tireless!
This time last month it were all about his teaspoon collection. This month it's swords.
I don't know, we should ask about Hobbs Barrow. Let's ask her.
What do you know
She's
of
already
Hobbs
upset.
Barrow?
Our parents don't like us talking to strangers, miss.
So you know of it?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Goodbye.
Bye, miss.
Oh yeah, so she's definitely lying, so she doesn't want to tell us anything. So we're gonna skip by her.
Hello.
Let's talk to this guy, see if he knows anything.
Do you know a man named Leonard Shoulder?
I don't know out about no Leonard Shoulder.
My name is Thomasina, and you are?
Now then, that's none of your concern, love.
What do you do around here?
Hey up, you're not scared of sticking your neb in. I look after the churchyard, dig the graves.
Ah.
What can you tell me
Maybe
about
he
the
can tell us where
church?
the church is.
Aye, it's a church.
Quite.
Alright, let's ask him
What
about
can you
Barrow.
tell me about Hobbs Barrow?
Not to be found digging around in those things.
You know of local barrows, then?
Don't concern yourself.
What can you tell me about Bewley?
Not much around here, love. Not worth mentioning to you, like.
I see. Goodbye.
Ta-ra.
It's probably our best bet at this point. Let's go over there, let's see what we can find. There's a flag.
Royal Mail, Postmaster's Residence. This must be the local post office.
Check the window.
A storeroom of some kind. It's rather empty.
Anybody here?
I don't think anyone is home.
Let's go knock on this door. Maybe they have some answers. Nothing there. Alright. Let's head out. Let's go to the church. I think that's the church over there.
Hello?
Good day. Would you like to buy one of these cakes, pet?
We don't got no money.
Yes, I'd like to buy a cake.
Wonderful. I can tell you're not from around here, because if you were, you would know about my Bakewell puddings.
What takes you
They are quite famous.
Curses. I have no more money.
That's unfortunate, pet. I'm sorry, I can't give them away for free. The money goes to the church, you see, and one cannot shirk one's duty to the church.
I understand.
Let's introduce
My name is
ourselves.
Thomasina. What's yours?
Mrs. de Plancy.
A pleasure to meet you, Mrs. de Plancy.
Likewise, pet.
Tell me about yourself, Mrs. de Plancy.
About me? What would you possibly want to know about me?
Anything.
I've been attending St. Edmund's Church my whole life. I always want to help where I can, so I sell my baked goods and all the proceeds go to its upkeep. This place means so much to me.
Is this
What can you
church?
tell me about St. Edmund's Church?
Isn't it the finest building? It's been standing here since the 12th century. The box pews in the nave are very fine and date back to the 17th century. The door is open if you'd like to worship.
Thank you, Mrs. de Plancy.
Alright, and we go.
Thank you for your time.
Lord be with you.
Let's go in. She said the doors are open.
Goodness me, look at these box pews. I've never seen any as tall as that before. Most unusual architecture, even for the Normans.
There's a necklace there.
Someone has left a necklace hanging here. A silver cross. Sterling by the look of it. Maybe I can reunite it with its owner.
So I'm going to assume those are probably going to be the old lady.
A memorial list of former vicars. They stretch back several hundred years.
Go to the altar.
I've no time for such things.
No? Oh,
Locked. Locked as well. I think they all might be. I can admire the craftsmanship from afar.
okay, so we can't go up there, so I say let's head out. Let's see if this is her necklace. Maybe we can reward her with the necklace for the... Let's see,
I think this might be genuine sterling silver. Excuse me, I found this necklace inside the church. Is it yours?
No, pet. Perhaps someone left it behind yesterday. You keep hold of it for now. I'll ask around at the next service.
Are you sure?
I trust you.
okay. There's a door here.
It's locked.
Where's this go? Left this time. I wonder if this takes us back to the train station? Oh, we are really going in now.
I've no desire to go rooting about in there.
I shall see you later this evening, gents.
Hmm.
Well, I say. Greetings, my dear.
Hello, sir.
A pause on your beauty, for I shall see you again soon.
Wait!
Wait, what the heck?
Some nerve.
Lady, you're blushing.
I most certainly am not.
Sorry, lass. No way through here today.
Says who?
Lord Panswick. Now get back before you find yourself under a falling tree.
Who is Lord Panswick?
Yeah.
Our governor.
He's the governor of the whole town.
All right, Owen, back to work now.
He lives in Bewley.
Aye, not far away. But his lordship doesn't like questions. Or visitors. Now please leave us to our work.
My name is Thomasina Bateman.
Introduce
Oh,
herself.
aye? You're not from round here, Thomasina Bateman.
No, just visiting.
Tell me about
What is your
yourself.
name, sir?
Horace.
Are you in charge here?
I am indeed.
Have you heard of a place called Hobbs Barrow?
Can't say I have.
Do you know a man
Lying,
named
you're lying.
Leonard Shoulder?
No, I don't. Can you let me get back to my work now?
Y'all see how they keep like denying this stuff?
What are you doing here?
What does it look like I'm doing? We're chopping down trees.
There is no need to be sarcastic.
We're employed by Lord Panswick. He's ordered us to gather logs from his woods. That's what we're doing.
Why are you gathering logs for Lord Panswick?
By heck, you ask a lot of questions. If you must know, his lordship is repairing an old ruin on his land. We need the timber for the restoration work.
How intriguing.
Where's the
What
ruin
type
at?
of ruin is Lord Panswick restoring?
An old chapel.
I should rather like to see it.
Not possible. His lordship does not welcome visitors to his estate.
And these are his woods.
Aye, his lordship owns most of the lands around these parts.
Tell me, who was that arrogant man here just now?
Just someone passing by.
It sounded like you knew him better than that.
I don't mean to be disrespectful, but that's none of your business.
Thanks for your time.
We'll be done by tomorrow morning. Come back then if you want to explore the woods.
Okay, so we can come back tomorrow morning.
I'll let him get on with his work.
Tomorrow morning we can pass by this area then. Alright, let's go over here. Let's see if we go up. Where are we going? From there. It's tricky.
Hello there, my name's Thomasina.
Yeah?
Do you know a man called Leonard Shoulder?
No?
How are you?
Go away!
Oh, son of a gun.
Have you heard of a place called
Maybe they know
Hobbs
the
Barrow?
truth.
No?
What do you know about Lord Panswick?
I heard he owns the whole county.
Have you met him?
No? He lives out on the moors somewhere.
No.
But everyone
that.
does what he tells them to.
Why's that?
Because he has a lot of money.
Goodbye.
Cheers.
Good day, little one. What's your name?
Hello, miss. I'm Jane and this is my brother Wally.
Lovely to meet you. I'm Thomasina.
I'd introduce you to my dolls, but they're drying out at the moment.
Let's have.
This is a lovely little beck.
It's where we get our water, miss. It's good for drinking and cleaning.
Your dolls look lovely, Jane.
Thank you, miss. I love them very much. Today were their
She
bath
seems to be
day.
more friendly.
Wally doesn't say much.
He's mardy with me 'cause he's bored, miss. He thinks he's too old to play with dolls.
I see. Where are your parents?
For real.
Their daddy and I sell them at the market.
That sounds nice.
But they don't mind us playing at the beck, as long as we don't touch the Ammon's horn.
This is the Ammon's one.
What is the Ammon's horn?
It's over there on that rock.
Do you mean the fossil?
It's the Ammon's horn. Daddy said we should never touch it. It will make the god angry.
What god?
Ammon, of course.
Protect the fossil, little education goes a long way.
Jane, this is a fossil.
We're gonna
It's
tell
a
her.
horn. What's a fossil, miss?
A fossil is an impression of a prehistoric plant or animal embedded in rock and preserved in petrified form. This particular animal was called an ammonite.
I'm confused. It's not a horn?
Nope.
No, it's the impression of a long
You
dead
got
sea
tricked, little
creature.
Well, I believe my daddy. He doesn't lie to me.
Your father is somewhat correct. For you see, ammonites were given their name for the Egyptian god Ammon.
See, I told you. It's Ammon's horn. My daddy is always right.
Let's go touch it.
Do you know an old man called Leonard Shoulder?
No, miss.
She's gonna
Have you
know
heard of a
what this
place
is.
called Hobbs Barrow?
Jane!
She
No,
knows.
miss.
You
Are
see?
you sure?
I swear.
Oh, she lying.
Goodbye.
Bye, miss.
She lying.
Hey! Stay away from that!
Don't touch it!
Oh, we're
It's
touching
bad
it.
luck to touch the Ammon's horn.
We're gonna touch it.
I'm serious.
Fine. Remarkable. A gargantuan fossilized ammonite.
Can I touch
This
it?
would look fantastic on my mantelpiece.
Hey! Stay away from that!
Don't touch it!
It's bad luck to touch the Ammon's horn. I'm serious.
Definitely can't touch it.
Fine. I can walk through there.
Alright, so let's put this away. Wait, can I use the glove?
Hey! Stay... Don't... It's bad... I'm serious.
Okay, so let's put away the glove. Alright, let's just exit then. But see, these kids know something. I'm telling you, I feel like everybody knows what I'm talking about. They just don't want to say anything. Who's that old lady?
Hello.
Good day.
Maybe she can tell us what we need to know.
What do you know about Lord Panswick?
Wretched man. They say he is restoring a chapel near his manor. But for whom and to what god, I ask?
Is he a man of faith?
I've barely seen him set foot in St. Edmund's.
Dang.
It doesn't stop him from
Keep an
acting
eye
as
on him.
our god-given ruler.
Keep an eye
Stay
on him.
away from him, pet. Don't get yourself tangled up in local affairs.
Damn.
I certainly don't intend to.
She thought we were gonna have an affair.
What do you know of Hobbs Barrow?
Let's ask her.
Hobbs, what?
Hobbs Barrow, a local burial mound.
The only place of burial I know about and care for is in this very churchyard.
Do you know a local man called Leonard Shoulder?
Yes, I know Leonard.
Oh, snap.
What business do you have with him?
It's a long story, but I'm trying to find where he lives.
I'm afraid I don't know, dear. Father Roach has access to the parish register. He might be able to help you.
Where's he at? Where can I find Rod?
Where can I find Father Roach?
Yep.
At this time of day, he'll be taking his exercise in Herne Wood, to the west of the village.
Thank you. I'll go find him.
Be sure to listen out for his merry whistling. Such a jolly man.
Okay.
Thank you for your time.
Lord be with you.
Alright, I think we're good. So we just gotta listen for the whistling. So she said he's out to the west. There you go. Is he throwing up? What is he doing? Is he good? Bro, what is wrong with him? Aw, ew, he just threw up. Dude, what's wrong with him?
Very sorry. Oh, the shame. This malaise will not pass. Oh, the nausea. I need your help, young lady.
Tell me what you need.
Let the blood from my arm.
Excuse me?
Cut me. I beg you.
What the fuck? What do you mean? What do you mean cut you?
I don't think it's sharp enough.
How am I supposed to cut him? Let's go get an axe.
Don't leave. You must help me.
Are you sure this is the only way, Father?
I beg you.
It's the only cure for this torturous malady.
Ouch! The broken lens is extremely sharp.
Oh, snap. So I guess that's what we're doing.
The vicar's spectacles lie broken on the forest floor. Perhaps I shouldn't risk soiling this glove until I find its owner.
Okay, so how am I supposed to grab that? Handkerchief? Yeah, I can do it with the handkerchief.
This handkerchief was a gift from my mother. I hope she will understand.
Why are we cutting the
This should work.
arm?
Are you sure this is the only way, Father?
I beg you. It's the only cure for this torturous malady.
Alright, I guess we're gonna do it. I don't know why we're doing that, but okay.
Are you sure you want me to do this?
Yes, it will cure me of my ills.
What is he talking about?
I shall do as you ask, Father.
Why are we cutting a father up? It's mad blood dripping.
Thank the Lord for my spare pair. God bless you.
What the heck?
I already feel quite better.
I'm glad, Father.
The rapid healing properties of bloodletting cannot be overstated. I'm Frederick Roach, vicar of St. Edmund's Church.
My name is Thomasina Bateman. It's a pleasure to meet you.
We'll ask him about him.
Are you feeling better?
Yes, thank you.
What ails you, Father Roach?
I just ate a rotten berry, that's all. I like to pick blackberries for my supper, you see. They are quite delicious, as long as you mind the bramble. My apologies again. I wish we had met in different circumstances.
Just asking about...
What is it like being the vicar here?
Let's ask him.
Every day is a blessing, my child. I have a great love for our parish, and the Lord looks after us.
Okay, let's just ask him straight about it. Let's ask him about, Hobbs Barrow.
What do you know of Hobbs Barrow?
I can't say I've heard of it.
It's supposedly a famous local landmark.
I'm afraid I know nothing about it.
Yeah, everybody keeps asking like they don't know nothing.
I'm looking for Mr. Leonard Shoulder.
Oh, yes? Are you a relative?
No, it's a long story, but he invited me to Bewley.
And he didn't tell you his address?
He was to meet me last night at the Plough and Furrow, but he never came.
I see. Well, let me welcome you to Bewley on his behalf.
Thank you, Father.
Where
Do you
does
know
he
where
live?
Mr. Shoulder lives?
Let me think. It's been many moons since I've paid him a visit.
Perhaps you could allow me to take a look at the parish register.
No need. I remember it now. A fair hike across the moors.
Could you please give me directions?
I'll take you there myself. It's the least I can do after you aided me so.
Capital. Thank you.
Just let me know when you're ready to pay him a visit. I'll be resting here for the time being.
Oh, we're ready.
I'm ready to go to Mr.
We're
Shoulder's
ready.
house.
Excellent. I feel the fresh air will do me well. Follow me.
Alright, let's follow the father.
Good morning, Father.
Good morning, Mrs. Duplancy. Mrs. Duplancy, this is Thomasina Bateman, a visitor to our parish.
We've already had the pleasure of meeting, Father.
Excellent. Miss Bateman, don't hesitate to
Is that
try
a
one of
dog?
Mrs. Duplancy's wonderful cakes.
Yes, I've heard about her famous Bakewell puddings.
I'll be here all day, young lady. But remember, once they're gone, they're gone. Those little whelps have already gobbled up all the gingerbread.
You are doing God's work, Mrs. Duplancy.
He smiles upon us, Father.
Miss Bateman, if you'd like to follow me.
Okay, let's follow the father here.
Let's talk of graves, of worms, and epitaphs. Make dust our paper, and with rainy eyes, write sorrow on the bosom of the earth. Let's choose executors, and talk of wills.
What are you
Shakespeare?
talking about?
Quite. Which play?
Dude, I don't know any of Shakespeare's. What was that? I'm gonna go with Hamlet.
Hamlet?
Magnificent guess, Miss Bateman, but I'm afraid that passage is from Richard II. Studying the work of the bard is one of my favorite pastimes. Follow me.
Okay, we'll continue to follow him there. Where are we going?
Behold, the vast expanse of God's creation. The moors extend as far as the mortal eye can see. Beautiful, is it not?
Indeed. The moors are beautiful.
The beauty of God's creation is that it takes so many forms. How can one take in such a view and not have faith? Some look at these moors and think this a godless land. But I tell you, he is found in all domains. The Lord's work is all about us. Tell me, Miss Bateman, do you believe in God?
I was brought up Anglican. The church was an important part of my early life, Father Roach. But what happened to my father eventually made me question things.
If you don't mind me asking, my child, what happened to your father?
He had an accident when I was very young.
Come along now, Thomasina. Let's get out of the rain.
Oh, so this one should be young. One should be younger.
Remember what I told you, all right? Be a good girl. People are unwell here. They don't want to hear you running about making noise. Understood?
Yes, Mother.
Good. And don't annoy the nurses.
I promise I won't.
Oh,
Good.
she's a younger.
Now, let's see your father.
Is that the dad? Oh, snap.
Daddy, wake up! Daddy, wake up! Daddy is sleeping.
Oh, she don't know if he died.
Mummy?
The mom does, though.
Mummy?
Good evening, Mr. Bateman. Hello, little one. You must be Thomasina?
Yes.
My name is Nurse Blaketon. I just need to talk to your mummy for a little bit. I'm sorry to disturb you, Mrs. Bateman. Mrs. Bateman?
Will he ever talk again, Nurse Blaketon?
The doctor is uncertain, Mrs. Bateman. There is the possibility that Mr. Bateman won't regain any movement at all.
Oh, snaps.
But we will do our utmost to look after Mr. Bateman here at Ticehurst, ma'am. He will have a nurse by his side at all times, I can assure you.
What sort of God would allow this fate to befall such a kind and honest man?
I'm sorry to hear this. God moves in mysterious ways, but he loves us all. Come along now.
Hello.
Who's that?
She scampered off in a hurry. Who was that?
Some primitive folk make their home out on the moors. I suggest you keep your wits about you when you are exploring, and don't stray too far from Bewley.
I see. How much farther to Mr. Shoulder's house?
Still quite a walk, I'm afraid, but we'll get to him soon enough. Now then, take a look at this. Legend has it that this cairn has stood here for over 1,000 years.
How remarkable.
The Devil's Toe.
I beg your pardon?
That's what it's called. The Devil's Toe.
Oh, I see.
Come now, onward.
We walked and walked across that vast, featureless landscape. All the while, Father Roach was whistling away merrily. Just as I had begun to wonder if we were hopelessly lost, a building emerged from the mist. Mr. Shoulder's cottage.
Oh, snaps. You got chickens here. They got
Here we
chickens.
are, Miss Bateman. Unless my memory fails me completely, this is Mr. Leonard Shoulder's house.
Thank you for your help, Father Roach.
Now, no need to thank me after your providential assistance today. However, I have something to ask you.
Yes?
Sure.
Please don't tell Mrs. de Plancy about my little scene in the woods. She will only fret. The poor dear woman has enough on her mind as it is.
I shan't mention it.
Thank you. You'd better see if Mr. Shoulder is in.
Alright. Alright, so we finally made it to the dude's house. Alright, let's go. There's a carved stone there, let's check out this.
A carved stone has been affixed to the door. I think it depicts a crescent moon.
I really like the voice acting in this game.
It's bolted onto the door itself. I can't remove it. Father, what do you make of this?
A peculiar adornment. I've not seen any like this in Bewley, though it does remind me of a passage by the bard himself. It is the very era of the moon. She comes nearer earth than she was wont, and makes men mad.
The Merchant of Venice?
A splendid comedy. But that particular passage is from the great Othello. I'm afraid your knowledge of the bard is somewhat lacking.
It's been a while since I've read his work, Father.
Never mind.
Alright, let's go through the door. See if he's home.
Mr. Shoulder? Is Thomasina Bateman here? I'm here in Bewley as discussed.
Maybe try again. His hearing probably isn't the best at his...
Let's try again.
Mr. Shoulder, are you home? It appears Mr. Shoulder is not at home. Curses.
Perhaps you could try the handle?
Yeah, let's
It's
try it again.
locked.
I have a key. Does the key work? I don't think so.
This key doesn't fit here.
Alright, let's see if
Here, chuk chuk chuk.
this is gonna mess with the
Don't
chickens.
encourage them.
A fearsome looking beast. I've no desire to lug a block of wood about the countryside.
So look at the trousers. Maybe there's something here.
The
Key, maybe?
trousers feel damp. Freshly hung or still wet from last night's rain.
True. Oh, there's a glove.
That glove looks familiar.
There. That's the one we have.
I wonder if it matches the glove I found behind the plough and furrow.
Yeah, see? So it was him.
The gloves are a pair.
Told you.
Does this mean Mr. Shoulder was in the alley last night?
Told you that. That's the guy who
Why
was
didn't he
following
come
us.
inside to see me?
Kind of a bit fishy.
Slightly damp.
I have a similar one myself. So very warm.
Go check the window. Maybe you can see something from here.
No sign of life?
None. The window is nice and clean. The dwelling is by no means abandoned.
Perhaps he's gone for a stroll.
Possibly.
I'd suggest you call back later, my child. I myself must make my way back home. I have some matters to attend to at the church.
Right.
Shall I accompany you back to Bewley?
Yeah.
Let's go.
As I say, my child, Mr. Shoulder will make himself known. Do not lose faith.
I'm rather frustrated by this situation.
Now. Things move at a slower pace out here. Something you may not be so accustomed to. Come now, Miss Bateman.
Well, Mr. Shoulder, you've brought me to Bewley, and now you're nowhere to be found.
I wonder why he's not showing up.
As we trudged silently back to Bewley across those cold moors, I made a new resolution. I would find Hobbs Barrow myself, with or without Mr. Shoulder. The train! That must be Kenneth.
Kenneth?
My assistant.
I see. Well, Miss Bateman, I really must attend to some other matters. I hope Mr. Shoulder finds his way to you.
Thank you for your help, Father Roach.
My pleasure. Parting is such sweet sorrow.
Romeo and Juliet.
That one's definitely that one.
Correct. That I shall say good night till it be morrow. Lord be with you.
I should go meet Kenneth at the station.
Alright, off to the station we go. Let's go. Off to the train station. Surprised there was no one here, though. We'll continue here. The train station, I think, was down here, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it's down here. We're making our way around town now. We're starting to figure it out. Alright. Where's Kenneth at?
Where is Kenneth? He was supposed to wait for me at the station.
Maybe here now?
Mr. Tillett, where did you go last night?
Have we met?
Last night at the Plough and Furrow.
Damn, I just didn't remember. He was so drunk.
Oh, Miss Bateman.
Oh, there you
I
go.
was blind drunk last night and woke up with a stinking headache.
You still smell like a brewery.
Sorry.
You went to use the lavatory and never came back, Mr. Tillett. I searched everywhere for you.
I think I remember you bought me a drink. Then it's all a blur.
And then we spilled water.
I woke up in my bed this morning with my wife sour at me for waking her at some ungodly hour.
Kenneth.
I'm looking for my assistant, Kenneth.
Oh, aye?
His train has arrived.
Not a single soul disembarked the last...
Impossible.
What? No one got off? Alright, well, tell me about,
I found Mr. Shoulder's house, but he wasn't home.
Don't worry. You'll find him.
Was that not the midday train from London by way of Derby?
Aye, it were. Mr. Price were here. Unloaded a few crates.
But no Kenneth.
Not a soul.
That's
Hold on.
weird.
One of them crates had your name on it, Miss Bateman. A great big one it were, with...
A red ribbon.
Aye.
What is Kenneth playing at, sending my equipment but not himself? Curses. Where is my crate now?
Where's the crate
Mr. Price took away all the crates on his cart.
Who?
Mr. Price, he's the postmaster.
Where the heck is he at?
Where can I find Mr. Price?
He lives above the storeroom, just north of the Plough and Furrow. You'll see it. There's a Royal Mail plaque on the wall.
Thank you.
Alright,
Farewell for now.
Ta-ra!
off we go. Alright, so let's go get our crate. Go get our equipment and who's that guy? Wait, was that the guy that didn't want to talk
Good
to me?
day to you,
at the
Cyril.
police?
How do, lass?
Wait, that is him.
I'm looking for Hobbs Barrow. Do you know where it is?
Mind your own business, lass.
You really are quite helpful, aren't you?
Bah.
I found Mr. Shoulder's house today,
So maybe if you
but he
know.
wasn't home.
Why the bleeding hell should I care, lass?
What are you
me
up
about
to,
you.
Cyril?
Keeping an eye on that bleeding railway station. That's what. Thankfully, no one got off the last train.
Really hate that station, don't you?
Oh, I curse Midland Railway for bringing their damn line through Bewley. This is our town, our land. 'Tis no place for outsiders.
Dang, he really
So
sound
you
like
keep
outsiders,
saying.
Edo.
Anyway, no more trains today. Almost time to celebrate with an ale, I think.
I could do with one myself.
You paying?
No.
So we don't got money.
Goodbye.
Ta-ra, lass.
Alright. So that's the blacksmith. So we're not looking for the blacksmith yet. Is that the place? I can't tell. He said just north.
That must be the postmaster's storeroom.
Oh. Oh, we see the crate. We
There's
see
my
the
crate. Kenneth always ties a red ribbon to it. I can see an envelope tucked behind the ribbon. Perhaps it can help explain Kenneth's absence. I'm going to have to get in there.
Hopefully, alright, we're gonna try the door first. If not, we'll ask the guy.
The postmaster isn't home.
But my crate is in there.
You'll have to wait for Mr. Price to get back.
Alright, where's he at?
Hello.
Good day. I haven't seen you in Bewley before.
I'm just visiting.
Lovely. It's nice to see a new face. We don't get many visitors. My name's Henry. Henry Long.
Nice to meet you, Henry. Thomasina Bateman.
Wonderful. What a treat.
I'm looking for Mr. Price, the postmaster.
Oh, Mr. Price, my lovely neighbour. I'm afraid you've just missed him.
Curses.
Where's
I
he
saw
at,
him
though?
wheeling a large crate into his storeroom just there.
I know the
It's
door.
my crate. I can see it through the window. I really need it.
Sorry, Miss Bateman, but he locked it up before he left.
Where did Mr. Price go?
I don't know. The man were in a hurry. I know he has family in Bakewell.
That's miles away. Did he leave by foot?
No, by horse. He must be a few miles down the road by now.
Curses.
Alright,
When will Mr. Price be back?
we're gonna go chase
He
it down.
didn't say. Could be tonight, could be a few days.
How infuriating.
I told him I'd keep watch of his storeroom, and I'm a man of my word, Miss Bateman. I shall not budge from this spot.
Bro, you should
You seem in a good mood,
at least
Mr.
open the
Long.
door for me.
It's just lovely to see a new face. Where are you from, Miss Bateman?
Originally a small town on the outskirts of Derby, Mr. Long, though I currently reside in London.
London? I've never met anyone from London. How very exciting. Have you lived there a long time?
It's been quite a few years now, yes.
I've heard that the air there is so heavy with smoke, it makes it hard to breathe. Is that true?
Could be
Some
possible.
days.
Oh, you must miss the fresh northern air. Well, you've got that in Bewley. No factories out here. Such things are a blight on his creation. I were born in this very home I stand in front of. Bewley is in my blood.
I can tell you were born
Why
here.
would I ever want to leave? Especially now I can meet new folk thanks to the railway line.
Tell me about the
Your
railway
opinion of
station.
the railway station differs widely from your fellow townsfolk, Mr. Long.
For real.
I've not met anyone particularly keen on it.
That railway line is the start of a new era for Bewley. Mark my words. There's much to protect here, but we need new blood. I hope that some of you visitors will actually stay here permanently,
Why is that?
so I have new friends to talk to. Some people here don't want any new friends. Cyril Farnaby, the miserable old sod, is the worst offender.
Oh, yeah.
I'm looking for Hobbs Barrow.
One of those old burial hills.
Yes. Do you know where it is?
Believe it or not, I haven't set foot on the moor since I were a child.
Why is that?
I've got all I need right here in Bewley. And we're all truly blessed with the railway station, which brings us lovely new faces.
That's going to creep me out a little bit.
I've had the pleasure of meeting Cyril. He really dislikes the railway station.
Absolutely miserable he is. I've tried to convince him many times that the station will help Bewley. He just doesn't understand.
I met him last night in the Plough and Furrow.
Aye, the scene of our many debates. Blimey, I could go for an ale right now, actually.
Can I buy you a drink?
Really?
No. Wait. Do you think Mr. Kemp will let me open a tap?
Perhaps. You could always ask him. I shouldn't leave anyway. Mr. Price is relying on me to keep watch of his storeroom.
Goodbye.
Don't be a stranger.
Hold on. So, before we go looking for the horse, let's just see if he'll let us open up a tab real quick. Maybe we can get this guy out his horse.
I'm sorry to ask this, Mr. Kemp, but could I please open a tab?
Still not in your purse?
I'm afraid not. My assistant hasn't arrived as planned, so I find myself in a bind. He must have put the money in my crate, which is currently being held in Mr. Price's storeroom.
Well, as you know, I run an honest establishment here, and I do trust you.
Nice.
So yes, I'll open an account for you, to be settled
Boom.
at the end of your stay.
Let's go.
Of course. Thank you, Mr. Kemp.
Now then, I'll be needing something of value as a deposit.
Oh,
I thought you said you trusted me.
Aye, it's not personal, lass. One can never be too cautious.
How can I open a tab again?
Leave me an item of value as a deposit. I'll give it back to you at the end of your stay, when it will be time to pay the piper.
Okay, yeah, so...
Goodbye.
See you soon.
So we'll give him that.
Will you accept this silver cross pendant as a deposit?
Can I take a closer look at it?
Yeah, definitely.
Aye, silver.
That'll
That'll do.
Value.
Thank you, Mr. Kemp.
Can I get you something to drink?
Not right now, Mr. Kemp.
As you were.
Alright, let's go get the drink for the guy now. I think so far we're doing good. Feel like we're putting bits and pieces together. Alright, let's what we'll do.
Hello.
Good day.
Can I buy you a drink, Henry?
Really?
Really. We can talk more at the inn.
But I told Mr. Price I'd keep watch of his storeroom.
Doors have locks for this very reason.
You're right. One drink won't take long.
There you go.
I shall take you up on your offer, Miss Bateman.
Let us make our way.
We got him. We got him.
The rocket weren't Stevenson's only design, you know. Before that, there were the Blucher and the Locomotion. But my favourite would have to be the Lancashire Witch. I believe he built that in 1828. In Newcastle, of course.
Alright. He's drinking.
Well,
He's drinking.
that's me. I better be off.
Wait!
Ta-ra, Miss Bateman.
I couldn't even get a word in.
He likes a good chinwag, our Henry.
He certainly does.
Alright, let's go check on him. What if the crate isn't there no more? What if I just effed up my decision making? Hold on. On the horse. To go out to the left. Now the founder is over there handling his business. Let's go over here. Let's go see if we go out in like the country. See if there's anything over there. Just a little girl now.
The water is icy cold.
Wally took Myrtle!
Pardon?
He took her and ran off.
Wait,
I
what?
hate him.
Is Myrtle one of your dolls?
Yes, my favourite. Mummy made her for me. She's so beautiful. Wally is the worst brother in the whole world.
Dang.
Have you heard of a place called Hobbs Barrow?
Did she give me an answer?
I have, yes.
There
You
you
have?
go. You
I'm
see, I
not
told you.
supposed to talk about it.
Told you I didn't know
Why
about
not?
it.
Would you like to go there?
Yes, I would very much like to.
Oh, she's creepy.
I'll tell you where it is if you find Myrtle for me.
Oh, that's
You will?
a deal.
Yes, but don't tell anyone about it or I'll be told off.
I promise.
Please find Myrtle first. I miss her.
All right.
I will. Goodbye.
Bye, miss.
I'll go find Myrtle. Where would he take Myrtle? Let's go check with the blacksmith. Maybe he knows something.
Good day.
Yes?
My name is Thomasina.
Let's see what he
George
says.
Crozier. Can I help you?
Are you a Bewley native, Mr. Crozier?
Aye, born and bred. That's where my father's forge before mine.
Alright, let's see. If
Do
he
you
knows
know of a
about
local
Barrow.
landmark named Hobbs Barrow?
There's a fair many barrows found out on the moors, lass. Too many to put a name to. Not a soul in Bewley pays them any mind.
Thanks for your time.
Aye. Speak to you later.
They're still not going about Hobbs Barrow. Alright, so let's go see if we can find something about Myrtle. Maybe she knows something about Myrtle. Go up here. We didn't necessarily ask her about Myrtle.
The water.
Have you found Myrtle, miss?
Not yet.
Why did your brother take Myrtle away?
He's just jealous because Daddy is letting me come with him to the market tomorrow. Wally thinks I'm Daddy's favourite, so he took Myrtle from me. What if he rips her to tatters? What if he feeds her to Mr. Bryden's goat?
Don't worry, Jane. I'm sure he wouldn't do such a thing. Where did your brother go?
I don't know. Home, maybe. But I have to wait here for Myrtle's friends to dry out.
Alright, so he went home. Where is he?
Where do you live?
Our home is on the other side of the village, miss. Maybe Wally went back there. Or maybe he's left her out on the moors. Poor Myrtle. I'm going to kick him so hard.
Where do you live?
That was it.
Our home is on the other side of the village. Maybe or maybe poor Myrtle.
So it's on the other side of the village. Alright.
Goodbye.
So I'm going to
Bye, miss.
assume this is past the pub. So let's go to the right. We're going to assume that's where we need to go. There you go. That's where he's at. Alright, let's go get Wally. Let's go get Myrtle from Wally.
Good day. Jane tells me you've taken Myrtle away.
And what if I did?
That's a bit mean, don't you think?
She kicked me! Look at this bruise on my leg!
Damn.
That does look quite bad. Why did she kick you?
Because she's a little goblin. You don't know what she can be like. Besides, Myrtle is gone now. I've given her to the fair folk. That'll teach her.
What's the
Who
fair
are the fair folk?
The little people of the moors. I gave Myrtle to them.
Little people? You don't mean fairies, do you?
We call them fair folk round here.
Wally, there is no such thing as fairies.
It's two, and I gave them a doll.
So where are they at?
Where can I find these fair folk?
Follow the tinkle of their tiny bells. I hear them when the wind dies. They dance around their little house.
But where is this little house?
Just listen for the bells, you'll find it. Don't think about bringing that door back. That'll just bring bad luck for all of us.
What
Are you sure you don't know anything
Let's see if
about
nothing's
Hobbs
about Hobbs
Barrow?
Barrow.
I would very much like to find it.
No?
Goodbye.
Alright, so we're listening for bells.
The road disappears over the horizon. I see nothing but moorland.
Alright, so definitely not here. So let's go back over there. Let's see if we can hear the bell. Go over to the left here. Make the way over here. Let's go up. Go over to the right. I'm going to assume it's somewhere in the left, where the two houses were originally, but I think let's go check these areas real quick.
The moors stretch into the distance. I don't wish to wander aimlessly. I'd better not touch them. They could be poisonous.
Right, so
It looks
there
like
are
something has
oceans
been buried
here.
in the middle. I'm not sure if these are poisonous or edible. It looks like something has been buried in the middle.
So do we have something here? We got a matchbox, a glove. Can we use that?
I'm not sure what that would achieve.
Alright, so we won't be able to use that. Alright, so we'll put that one away. Alright, so let's go back down here. We're gonna continue to the left here. It's gotta be one of those two beginning houses from the beginning. No, no ringing. We're still not getting any bell ringing. Let's see.
What can you tell me about Lord Panswick?
About the
Oh, you've heard of his lordship then?
Yes, do you know him?
Aye, he comes into the village from time to time, gives sweets to the children, hires young men to work his land. He's well liked around here.
I sense some hesitation, Mr. Tillett.
Well, we kind of have an unspoken agreement with his lordship. He looks after us, provided we leave him alone.
I don't follow.
He likes his privacy.
Some people do.
No one is allowed to visit him.
Do you mean to say that he's a
Really?
bit eccentric?
No, I've heard people got fired at when approaching his manor uninvited.
Good grief!
Wow.
But is this true?
Well, I won't be the one to find out.
Alright, alright.
Farewell for now.
Ta-ra!
So we still aren't hearing any bells or anything. This is very odd. So we're still looking for Myrtle. The question's gonna be, where do we find the ring? The bell's ringing.
I don't think anyone is home.
So we've gone there, we've gone there. I say let's go inside the church. Let's see if the father's there. He supposedly said he was going to be here. Is the door still locked?
It's locked.
Yes, it's still locked. Huh. Let's check with
Hello.
Ellie real quick. See if
Good
there's
day.
anything else. Where's he at?
Father Roach asked me not to discuss that with Mrs. de Plancy. Thank you for your time.
Lord be with you.
So definitely nothing there neither.
Excuse me, do you think anyone would mind if I borrowed this trowel?
You help yourself, dear. Father Roach won't mind lending it. Just be sure to put it back when you're finished.
Of course, thank you.
It is more blessed to give than to receive.
I feel like we gotta do something with the Let's go talk to the blacksmith. Maybe he can give us
Good
something.
day.
He's like the only person we
Yes.
really haven't talked to a lot.
How is business faring?
I do an honest trade. There'll always be horses needing shoes and farmers needing tools. You let me know if you need out made or mended. I'll do you a fair price.
Thank you, Mr. Crozier. Do you know a man by the name of Leonard Shoulder?
Oh, aye. Old Leonard.
Have you seen him recently?
No, not recently.
Do you know where he lives?
Why all these questions, lass?
I need to speak with him. He invited me to Bewley.
Oh, he'll turn up. I've seen him in the plough and furrow from time to time.
But do you know where he lives? I need to find him.
I believe he lives somewhere out on the moors. Can't tell you out more than that.
Thank you, Mr. Crozier.
So we did look already his house.
What can you tell me of Lord Panswick?
His lordship commands much respect around here, lass. Keeps me busy with work. Why do you ask?
Just curious.
Alright, let's
What
get
can you
to
tell me
them
about Bewley?
We don't get many visitors here, outside of market days. But there's plenty of work for the village blacksmith. Where are you from, then?
I arrived yesterday on the train from London, by way of Derby.
Oh, aye. I've heard about London.
What have you heard?
Plenty of factories there.
Yes, indeed. The city is always changing and moving forward.
Too busy for me, though, lass. I prefer a quieter pace. Aye.
When do market days run in Bewley?
Once or twice a month. The next one is tomorrow.
How delightful.
Unless your vice is cabbages, there'll be naught to interest a young lady.
I don't mind a cabbage.
Then you're in luck.
Thanks for your time.
Aye. Speak to you later.
What if... hold on, I got an idea. What if we have to actually go back to the pub? I get an idea. Maybe there's something at the pub that we gotta do. Go talk with my dude real quick. Hey, let's go with this.
My assistant has not arrived as planned.
Oh, is everything all right?
I'm not entirely sure.
Am I to keep a room for him just in case?
If you could hold it for one more night, Mr. Kemp.
As you wish.
Alright, let's see what he knows.
I've decided to find Hobbs Barrow without Mr. Shoulder's aid.
Are you sure that's a wise idea, lass?
What other choice do I have? I have a feeling he is avoiding me. Do you know where I can find the barrow?
No, sorry. I say that on my mother's grave, Miss Bateman.
Alright. What about... Let's ask him about the Lord.
What can you tell me about Lord Panswick?
A most charming man, Miss Bateman. He looks after us here, a good fellow.
Where does he live?
Panswick Manor, on the moors. No visitors allowed. His lordship likes his privacy.
Alright.
I found Mr. Shoulder's home, thanks to the help of Father Roach.
Wonderful! So you've met our vicar then?
Yes, I did. An interesting character.
Indeed. So, did old Leonard apologise for his absence?
Not quite. He wasn't home.
What is that man playing at?
You tell me. Henry Long can talk, can't he?
He's a colourful character. The man drinks like a fish.
He certainly does.
I've seen him drink this place dry and still be up to tend his garden at sunrise. The man can truly hold his ale.
Goodbye.
See you soon.
So we're definitely a bit stuck right now. Let's go ask her one more time. Maybe she might know something about the small house. Wally said something about the small house. What about this door here?
No one.
Alright. Let's go back to the little girl. So we basically explored all these areas. There's legit nothing else we can go to, so let's go up here.
Have you found Myrtle, miss?
Wally told me he's given Myrtle to the fair folk.
Now I'll never see her again.
There, child. I'll get your doll back, don't worry. Where can I find the fair folk?
Wally says he sees them on the moors, dancing and riding on the backs of birds. But be careful, you don't want to upset the fair folk.
How so?
They'll put a hex on you.
Jane, I'm quite sure there is no such thing as fair folk.
Don't let them hear you say that, miss.
Wally told me you kicked him. Is that true?
Wally is a liar. He took Myrtle and ran. He's such a little shit.
You shouldn't really kick your brother, even when he does deserve it. Goodbye.
Bye, miss.
There now. Chair is that? Let's see if something changes now. Oh, that's for the mushroom. Ah, got it. We got it. All right, we have to dig. All right, flashback.
Thomasina, please stop leaving your toys lying about the place. What happened the last time you left your dolly under the tree?
A fox ate it, madame.
Yes, it did. Fetch it now, won't you? Then I'll fix your supper.
Yes, madame. There you are, Josephine. I won't let the foxes eat you.
Alright, so we got the dog.
Who's that you have there, little bird?
Josephine. She introduced me to the fairies.
Oh, fairies, you say?
What?
Yes, Daddy.
Do you believe in fairies?
Of course. Do you see those mushrooms over there?
Yes.
That's the gateway to their kingdom. That's where Josephine and I go to talk to the
Oh,
fairies.
Now, listen to me, Thomasina.
Yes?
You're old enough now to hear this. There's no such thing as fairies or talking dolls, my little bird.
What do you mean?
I'm sorry, my dear child. I do not wish to upset you. I just want to make sure that you understand the difference between fantasy and reality. Josephine is just a doll, and fairies do not exist.
But, Daddy...
Science is the great antidote to the poison of enthusiasm and superstition. Please always remember that. If you hear anything about fairies or the like again, know that it's hogwash. What is it?
Hogwash. Did Wally bury the doll, I wonder?
We're about to find out. I think the dog will be here. Oh, snap, she is there.
This must be Jane's ragdoll.
Alright, let's grab it.
Perhaps these wriggling worms are the fair folk young Wally was so fearful of.
Alright.
How strange. There is a hairpin pierced through the arm.
Honestly, I did
This may
notice
come in
that.
handy. I'll keep it. At least I shall not return from Bewley empty-handed.
Alright, so with the hairpin, I think we should be able to open up that where the crate is. That's going to be my assumption. But let's go return the doll first. But I think that's what we'll be able to do. I think we'll be able to use the hair clip to open up some door. Alright, let's go. Pop off the door.
I present to you Myrtle.
Myrtle! I missed you so much.
Now, I believe we had a deal.
Oh, snap.
Hide and seek.
Hide and see. What?
Come back! It's in moments like these I thank myself for not having children.
Go look for her. is right there. Off
Hey!
as far as we go. Even though it's supposedly blocked off. Is she gonna go in that hole? Yo, she's gonna go in that hole. I'm gonna bet Josh she goes in that hole that I've been trying to check. That's creepy.
Jane?
That's a weird giggle.
Jane, get out of there.
Told you she was gonna
Don't
be
make
there.
me come in. Fine.
In the hole we go.
Curses. The hole is too small for me to fit through.
Alright, this should technically work.
I was always happiest with a trowel in my hand, uncovering hidden worlds within the earth itself, clod by clod. That should do it.
She's still giggling like that. She giggles so weird.
Jane! Jane, come out this instant.
Damn.
I can't see a damned thing in here. I need a light source.
Alright, that's the match. I can't just use the matchbox? Oh, there you go.
Curses. The useless thing blew out.
So we are out.
Jane? Jane?
Damn, we don't got anything right now to be able to... Alright, so we're gonna have to get out, so we don't have enough... She's so creepy. Her little giggle. Alright, so I say let's do this. Let's go see if we can go open that door with the pin. If we can get our equipment, maybe we have something there for light. Something there for lighting. Did I really just waste a match though? That was such a like that. We need some kind of light source.
I can't try to pick the lock whilst Mr. Long is standing there.
Okay. So that's what I figured. Alright, so let's see if we can maybe get him a drink or something.
Hello?
Good day.
Can I buy you another drink?
I suppose one more ale won't hurt. I shall take you up on your offer, Miss Bateman.
Let us make our way.
Hopefully, he stays there. Or at this point, hopefully he's drunk.
The rear wheels are powered by coupling rods, would you believe? The boiler had 2 flue tubes. 2! There were nothing like it.
We gotta try to keep this guy somehow here.
That's me. I better be off.
Wait!
Ta-ra, Miss Bateman.
Curses. I'm starting to feel somewhat tipsy. I'm here to excavate Hobbs' Barrow, not Hobbs' barrels.
Okay, let's see if we can get him one more time. That's what I'm saying. I think we gotta get him drunk. And then he won't come back.
Hello?
Good day.
Can I buy you another drink?
I suppose one more ale won't hurt. I shall take you up on your offer, Miss Bateman.
Let us make our way.
Let's see if this works. It's 3 to charm.
Bewley is the latest of many additions to the Midland Railway line. Speaking of change, I hear the whole frontage of Derby Station is being rebuilt. Designed by an architect by the name of Tubshaw, if I remember correctly. Well, that's me. I better be off.
Wait!
Ta-ra, Miss Bateman.
Is he gone again like that? Bruh.
Mr. Long can really put away a drink. Thank goodness I've switched to water.
Alright, so my dude's definitely not getting drunk. Alright, hold on. Don't I have a candle in the room? I think I have a candle. I'm pretty sure I got a candle here.
The candle has melted. It's not much use anymore. Perhaps Mr. Kemp will replace it this evening.
Alright, let's ask him if he can replace it.
There's nothing else I wish to discuss at the moment.
Alright. Question is, where are we going from here? I need something with lighting. I can't get in there. I think the blacksmith might have something to make.
I have one just like this. I can't think of anything else to talk about right now. I have one just like this.
No, so you won't trade me.
The blacksmith is right here. I've no need to go inside. Good day.
Yes?
Mr.
Lantern,
Crozier,
yeah.
might I borrow your lantern?
Sorry, lass. I need it. My eyesight is not what it used to be. The extra light helps me see what I'm hammering.
I understand. Thanks for your time.
Aye. Speak to you later.
Still looking for glasses. So the cakes is only if I have money? If I don't have money, there's nothing I can do with the cakes.
Why are you knocking on me bleeding door? I'm right here, you tough bugger.
Oh, apologies.
Maybe he has an extra pair of glasses? I don't know. I don't really know.
Good day to you, Cyril.
I'll do, lass.
What do you make of Henry Long?
An idiot who thinks that station's a good idea. Can you imagine? Strangers pouring into Bewley. Turns the stomach, that does.
Maybe he has a point. You could travel.
Bah! You're an outsider. I'd expect you to have such a bad opinion. But Henry, he's a Bewley lad. We've had the odd barney or two in the pub over it all.
I can imagine. Can I buy you a drink, Cyril?
Now?
Yes.
Go on then, lass.
Follow me.
This is different. Alright, maybe we made progress?
So then, he turns around and says, "Why is a dog like a tree?" And I says, "I don't know." And he says, "Because they both lose their bark once they're dead."
What the freak?
Very droll, Cyril. Well, it's been a pleasure, but I must be off.
Aye, lass. Ta for the drink. You're not too bad for an outsider.
Maybe if I go get the other guy, maybe he stays here. Well, let's see. He's no longer here.
The man is standing. Hello?
Good day.
Can I buy you another drink?
Let's see. If
I
this
suppose
works.
one more ale
What if this
won't
was it
hurt.
the whole time?
I shall take you up on your offer, Miss Bateman.
Let us make our way.
Let's see. Let's see.
To think, if that station hadn't been built, we would never have met. Blessed be the Midland Railway.
Idiot!
That's what it was. That's what it was.
That station is
Let's
the worst
go,
decision this
Quasi!
village has ever made.
Let's go.
Cyril Farnaby, a miserable man with miserable ideas. I will change your mind even if it kills me.
Let's go. That's what it was. Now we can get there. That's what it was. Holy ass. Damn. See, this is why you guys are freaking pog. I wouldn't be able to do this without you. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Kenneth taught me this useful trick. A hairpin is much more than a hair accessory. A few wiggles and this lock should spring right open.
Let's go. Quasi coming in clutch. Let's go. Alright.
Snapped the hairpin in the process, but I managed to unlock the door.
Alright, nice, beautiful.
Let's open this envelope. There's a note inside.
Miss Bateman, I beg your forgiveness. A matter of grave urgency has arisen in London, and I cannot join you in Bewley. I packed your usual equipment and pray you will find local assistance in my absence. I look forward to seeing you upon your return. Your faithful Kenneth Murdoch. Alright.
How very frustrating.
Your equipment here.
I wonder what happened. I'd better get this to the alley before Mr. Long comes back.
Yep.
Moving a fully laden crate through the village square was no easy task. Somehow, no one was there to witness it.
What the freak?
But I didn't give up, because I never give up, do I, Mother? I am as stubborn as my father, as you liked to remind me. Wait. Where is my money? It's not in here.
Oh,
Kenneth, you absolute liability of a man. It looks like everything else is in here. Picks, specimen trays, shovels. Oh, my chisel, I'll take that. Ah, my lantern.
Oh,
Feels
we got
light.
the lantern. Let's go.
There mustn't be any oil inside.
Oh, man.
I'll leave the rest in the crate. Stanley assured me things would be safe here. No money and no assistant. This is most inconvenient. Still, I've been in worse situations. I've got a tab at the inn for now. I'll worry about money later. I must find that Barrow and get on with the excavation. I don't wish to carry around my heavy excavation tools.
Alright, so let's see. So we got a lantern. What's a freak chisel?
I've had this for years. It's looking like it could break at any moment, really.
I feel like that's to get the fire started, isn't it? Or something with the lantern. Alright, let's go see if this guy will help me out. What's the chisel? Is the chisel to turn it on?
Good day.
Yes?
I was wondering if you might be able to spare some lantern oil.
I don't have much to spare, lass. Paraffin is as rare as hen's teeth in these parts. How much coin do you have?
None, I'm afraid.
If you're in a bind, I can trade you a small amount.
A trade, you say?
Aye.
Okay, what do you want to trade?
What can I trade you for some lantern oil?
Surprise me.
What can I trade you for some lantern oil?
Surprise me.
Thanks for your time.
Aye. Speak to you later.
Alright, we need to give him something for lantern oil. We take a worm?
I don't think Mr. Crozier would be interested in trading his paraffin for this.
The worm didn't work, Quaz. The worm didn't work. Named it? Pair of gloves? Oh, I think I know what he'll want. You know what I think he'll want? Glasses. Nah, being for real though. Try the fossil we had found. We're gonna trade him the fossil. That's what it was. That's what the chisel is. I just looked it up as soon as I knew what chisel was. Alright, boom. I know where we gotta go with. This is a simple one. We got it.
Splendid. I've managed to extract it in one piece.
Alright, that's cool. I'm trading the fossil. We're making progress. Let's go.
Would you trade some of your paraffin for this fossilized ammonite, Mr. Crozier?
Now then, 'tis a beauty that. It looks familiar. I'll take it off your hands.
Wonderful.
Let me fetch some paraffin from inside.
Boom. Let's go. Let's go.
There you are.
Thank you, Mr. Crozier.
Alright. Now that we got it, we can go light up this bad boy up. Alright, back into the hole we go with the little girl's out. Hopefully she's not too creepy.
I should fill the lantern with paraffin before I go in there. Fumbling in the dark may cause me to spill the oil.
Okay.
My lantern is fueled and ready for action.
Think it's gonna be creepy? I don't know, it hasn't picked up yet. I mean, she giggles creepy, but
Right, let's put this lantern to good use.
it hasn't picked up yet as far as creepiness. Just a cat, but that's about it. Why am I hearing a heartbeat?
Jane, come out at once.
Why is Jane not coming? Bro, how fucking deep are we go? What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? It's gone?
Goodness me!
It's not Jane. What? She's out there?
Jane!
Silly, what are you doing in that smelly old badger's hole?
You were in there.
No, I weren't.
Yes, you were.
Not true. I was hiding behind that tree over there. I got bored of waiting for you.
So where can I find Hobbs Barrow?
Go north from the church graveyard, up the hill. You'll see some muddy fields on the horizon. That's Mr. Bryden's farm. Hobbs Barrow is there. Don't tell any grown-ups I told you.
Oh, snap.
And thanks for getting Myrtle back.
She told us
My
where House
pleasure.
Bear was at.
Thank you, Jane. You've been a great help.
Alright. Before we continue... How come I can't... Alright, let's go. Because she told us where we need to go now. So let's go in that direction. Damn, we're making good progress now. That pub one, that was the one that took us a while. The mirror should be all nice and smooth. I do appreciate it, guys. I do appreciate it.
As I trudged through the barren moors, with only the odd sheep for company, I reflected upon my visit to Bewley thus far. The enigmatic Mr. Shoulder and his puzzling disappearance. The townsfolk of Bewley, who had made it as difficult as they could for me to find Hobbs Barrow.
For real.
The suspicion, the wariness in their eyes. Only now I know it was actually fear. In the end, it was the innocence of a child, young Jane, that condemned me to my fate.
What's up, Free?
I've no desire to wander the furrows.
This is a door here. She's a ring girl. Imagine that. That'd be
What do you want?
Hobbs Barrow. Well, I'm gonna introduce myself first.
My name
before we
is
go for
Thomasina
Hobbs Barrow.
Bateman. Mr. Bryden, I presume.
Aye? What do you want, lass?
Alright, I'm here.
I understand Hobbs Barrow is located on your land.
Oh, well, yes. Why'd you ask?
I am an antiquarian, Mr. Bryden. I'm writing a volume on the barrows of England.
Oh, I suppose you'll be wanting to dig about it.
If at all possible, Mr. Bryden. I was invited to Bewley by Mr. Leonard Shoulder, who told me such an excavation would be possible.
Leonard Shoulder? Ha! I haven't seen him in years. The last I heard he were on death's door. There's to be no more digging there, lass. Not since it went so badly last time.
It went badly last time.
Was there a previous excavation of Hobbs Barrow?
Aye.
My brother dug it up. Must have been, what, 25 years ago? You see, whatever he found inside, well, it drove him mad.
Oh?
Aye. I moved back here to look after him. Poor bastard hanged himself not long after.
I'm sorry, Mr. Bryden. That's terrible.
Aye. Time passes, but it were an awful thing.
What did your brother find?
Samuel. Samuel were his name.
Sorry, what did Samuel find in the barrow?
I don't know. But something went wrong. Afterward, he could barely speak. You couldn't make out a word, like.
That must have been hard.
You lost a hand in that excavation too, you know.
Goodness me, how?
I try hard not to speculate on what might have happened, lass. I'd see him disappear into that barrow, dragging timber in with him. You'd hear him hammering away for hours. I offered him help, but he'd have none of it. Soon enough, he blocked the entrance off. To look at it now, you'd never know the thing we dug up. The landers reclaimed it.
Who else was involved in the excavation?
2 others, I believe. Outsiders, perhaps. I can't say for sure. I think they left town pretty swiftly afterwards. I lived in Bakewell at the time. I only moved back here to look after Samuel. I took over the farm when he passed away.
I see. What can you tell me about your farm?
Samuel's fair to side. We're a fortunate family. The soil is fertile here. Crops grow without too much trouble. All the other farmers round here raise livestock, even Lord Panswick. We grow feed for him.
Most fortunate, Mr. Bryden.
Say he gives us permission.
Mr. Bryden, may I please have your permission to excavate Hobbs Barrow?
No. Have you not been listening, lass? Samuel found something in there that's best left to rot. No digging here, lass.
Wouldn't you like to find out more about what Samuel found in there?
Perhaps. But Samuel boarded up that barrow for a reason. You don't want to tempt the same fate, lass.
Perhaps I can at least see Hobbs Barrow.
I suppose you've come a long way to be here, lass.
All the way from London, Mr. Bryden.
Have you any proof of all you've told me?
You wish to see proof of what, Mr. Bryden?
I can't let any Tom, Dick or Harry wander around me fields. What proof have you of your claims?
Thanks for your time.
Ta-ra now.
You're right, we do have the letter.
Here is proof that Mr. Shoulder invited me to Bewley in order to excavate Hobbs Barrow.
Let's go, Quasi, let's go!
Leonard making bold promises, I see. Don't make me regret this, but yes, you can have a look at it.
Thank you.
Any road. Once you've set your eyes on it, you won't be wanting outdo with it. The place gives one a queer feeling.
So where can I find it?
Through that gate to your left. Just head straight across the top to the field there. After 10 minutes or so, you'll see Barrow, set on a hill ahead.
Thank you again, Mr. Bryden. I really do appreciate it.
At what point does this actually pick up? I feel like it's still like a chill game. Like, clearly they don't want us to find this place, but
I probably should have brought my umbrella.
check the stone out real quick.
AR. I haven't a clue what that could be referring to. Hobbs Barrow.
Okay, so this is it. We've located it.
Indeed, a barrow of a most unusual rectangular form. I've not seen something like this since West Kennet Long Barrow. Yes, this shall make a fine entry for my book. What secrets do you conceal, I wonder?
I think she's gonna die.
In good time.
No, that won't achieve anything useful. That smell. Earthy and sweet.
Three, two, one.
Flashback.
You can open your eyes now, Thomasina. Come. Are you ready for your first excavation?
Yes, Daddy.
Capital. Make sure you remember everything I've taught you. I have a feeling you might find something special.
How exciting.
I'll be watching from the steps, my little bird. Good luck.
Thank you, Daddy.
So we'll pick that up.
Now I'm ready.
Seems to be something shiny over there.
I can't find the treasure, Daddy.
Keep looking, my little bird. Leave no stone unturned.
Alright, so we're looking for stone.
Hello.
There's one there.
Thomasina, we don't excavate with our bare hands.
Oh, okay, okay. My bad, my bad. I got you. I wasn't sure, Quasi. I wasn't sure if it was a real stone.
Nothing here.
There's more dirt here. Alright. So we'll go over here.
No treasures here.
Little one there. I realized Quasi a bit too late.
Treasure!
Alright, we found it, we found it. What is that, a vase?
Daddy, I found the treasure! Look!
Well done, little bird. Your first successful excavation. That urn you're holding is very old and precious. Take good care of it, all right?
I will, Daddy. I promise.
Was she crying? We gotta go back. We gotta go back, get his permission. Wait, wait, there's a stone here. Oh, it's again AR. What if we can't use that for here, can we?
It's the Barrow.
Oh, okay. Let's go get his permission real quick. It's starting to get dark now. It's probably the creepiest it's gotten in a while since the cat.
Darkness falls quickly here. I should make my way back to the inn.
Alright, let's go back. Damn, it's mad foggy. What the freak? Bright light up there. It is so foggy.
Good evening, Miss Bateman.
Good evening, Stanley.
It is spooky.
I found Hobbs' Barrow.
Oh, remember what I said, Miss Bateman? There are stories connected to that place.
Yes, stories you won't elaborate on, I might add. Don't worry about me, Stanley. I'm quite capable of warding off imagined fiends.
I have no doubt, but please leave that place be.
I've come this far, there's no turning back now.
That's precisely what worries me.
Goodbye.
See you soon.
Alright, let's go to bed.
Time for bed. Tomorrow I shall convince Mr. Bryden to allow me to begin my excavation.
Miss Bateman.
Who's that?
How are you?
Tired.
Gonna buy you a drink?
What the freak?
One won't hurt.
Alright, fine, we'll do one.
Excellent. I feel bad about what happened last night. I'm sorry, I can't remember it.
That's all right, Mr. Tillett. Alcohol can do all sorts of damage to one's memory.
I was thinking that maybe if we had another drink tonight, I might remember what happened.
I'm not sure that's logical.
But worth trying?
I don't need any further convincing.
Take your seat, Miss Bateman. I shall return with the goods.
Okay. So this guy tells me something that we need.
To Leonard's shoulder.
Wherever he may be. I've been meaning to ask you something.
Yes?
Why did Leonard's shoulder ask you to dig up Hobbs' Barrow?
I don't know.
Despite his disappearing act the previous evening, not to mention his questionable sobriety, I decided Mr. Tillett was to be my ally. I spoke again of Mr. Shoulder's letter, his proposed excavation, and my status as an antiquarian and barrow digger. He was fascinated and quite excited at the prospect of meeting the soon-to-be author of a real-life book.
You must find all manner of riches on your digs.
Barrow digging is not all success, Mr. Tillett. Often I'll come across the likeliest of sites steeped in promise. We set to work with shovel and pick and all the other barrow opening paraphernalia you can imagine. Every stone carefully taken down, every shovel full of earth put dutifully through the sieve, and we find nothing. Or you may find a miserable remnant of animal bone or a shard of pottery hardly to be recognized from the peat in which it decayed. Sometimes it's as if some Neolithic humorist prepared an elaborate practical joke for your special benefit.
It still sounds much more exciting than spending your days sitting in England's most remote railway station.
Are you all right, Mr. Tillett?
I've had another argument with Agnes.
Your wife?
Aye. She didn't want me coming to the plough tonight. Truth is, I've been drinking my life away since my mother passed.
Oh, that's terrible. I'm sorry for your loss.
You're kind, Miss Bateman. Thank you. It's been a year since the old girl left us. She had a horrible end, wasting away, day by day. Consumption got her. She was naught but bones by the end. I can't get the image out of my mind.
What the freak?
She were everything to me.
I'm so sorry.
I apologise for going on, Miss Bateman. It's not appropriate.
Don't worry, Mr. Tillett. I appreciate your openness.
Used to love going for walks out in the moor, my mother and I, ever since I were a little one. She'd get a tear in her eye as she looked out upon it. She loved this land. I asked Mr. Crozier to build a bench, which we've erected at a favourite lookout spot on the moors.
That's a bench we've been
Margaret's
going
Lookout, we called it. Aye.
That's a beautiful tribute.
Aye. If you take a seat there, do keep her in your thoughts, won't you?
Of course, Mr. Tillett.
Oh, because we can go to the bench.
I can relate in some manner. My father had an accident when I was very young. He's still alive, but he can neither move nor speak. He spends his entire life bedbound and incapable of communicating or looking after himself in any way.
How dreadful.
He was a barrow digger himself, an antiquarian of some renown. He taught me so much, even though I was so young. I think writing this book is my way of carrying on his work. It helps me reclaim those earlier memories of him, and I visit him often to tell him all about my excavations.
Can he hear you?
I've no idea. The doctors aren't sure. I'd do anything to make him better, Mr. Tillett. I'd do anything to bring him back to the man he was. I am in a state of suspended mourning for a man caught between life and death.
Dreadful. Just dreadful.
We all have our weaknesses. Mine just happens to be my father.
And what of your mother?
A cold woman. We haven't talked in quite some time. I think she blamed me for my father's accident somehow.
You were but a child.
Indeed. She thus saw it fit that a governess should raise me as she spent her life grieving for my father.
Well then, I propose a toast.
A toast to what?
A shared sense of loss.
I'll toast to that, Arthur. Now then, enough of this wallowing.
Let us be merry. Another round.
I really shouldn't.
Right, I gotta go.
But I did. And
She
another
did?
after that. And another.
Oh, snaps. She got drunk.
The frustrations of my visit to Bewley slipped away with each swill of Stanley's finest ale. We had great fun that night, Mr. Tillett and I.
What the freak?
I treasure the memory.
Go on then. Let's hear those pipes.
Mustn't.
Sing the song.
You're incorrigible.
Please.
What the freak?
You'll make a sad man happy.
Oh, all right then. Clasps, celts, and arrowheads I'll try to claw within my clutch.
And
And if a shield I should espy,
what?
I'll vow there ne'er was such.
With popish tricks and relics rare, the priests their flocks do gull. In casting out the earth take care. Huzzah! I've found a skull!
Wait, what the freak? Oh, I'm in a dream. Oh, snaps. What the fuck is that? Is that a goblin? That looks weird.
Hello, Thomasina.
What is this? Who are you?
I'm the one that saved your father.
What do you mean?
You were here 25 years ago.
My father?
You were deep down with the others. You were there, and something went wrong. I dragged him out.
Impossible.
I helped him then, and I can help him again.
I don't understand.
Believe my words. You'll find proof in morning. Now go. One more thing. This is not a dream.